only through pain and suffering can we truly find ourselves. And I know that may sound like a depressing, morbid kind of quote, but hear me out. So today, normally I do my workout routine first thing in the morning. It's pretty much how I always start my day. Workout routine, yoga routine, breathing exercises. But today, I was off my discipline. So it was just doing some other things, chores, making it a productive day. But I didn't start my day like I normally do with exercise. And then later on in the day, today, as I was heading to the park here with my dog to do some exercise, I think it was about 3:30, 4 o'clock when I was headed there to do, I started to get these thoughts that tried to creep into my head. And I know you all get those, you know, these, it's kind of like we all have two wolves inside of us. I remember my dad used to always tell me about this. We all have two wolves inside of us. One is the dark wolf, and one the bad wolf, and one is the light wolf, the wolf for the good. And I remember I'd ask my dad, you know, well, which wolf will win the fight? And he said, whichever wolf you feed is the one that will win the fight. Meaning that if you feed the wolf, the dark wolf, that is the wolf that's bringing the negative thoughts into your mind, and you feed it by giving in to its suggestions and its needs and desires, then that is the wolf that'll win the fight and that'll take over your life. But if you fight that wolf and instead you choose to you take the path less traveled and you do what is not always, you take right action in spite of what is easy, then the good wolf will win and you will live a great life. You will live a truly satisfying life. And that is why through pain and suffering, true happiness is found. Because today, after I got to the park, I began my workout. Ran several miles throughout the woods, then did about an hour's worth of calisthenics workouts. I think about 1,000 push-ups. I kind of lost track. I normally try to count, but I just lost track. I was listening to some videos at the same time. And did, you know, probably a couple hundred pull-ups, a whole bunch of ab exercises, tons of burpees and jumping jacks. And I just remember thinking as I was going through this, I feel freaking phenomenal. I mean, this is way better high than smoking weed ever could give me. And this is natural, this is free. This isn't anything that you gotta smoke, that you gotta roll up, that you gotta pack into a bong, a pipe, buy from a head shop. This is, but this is the choice the least amount of people will take, because guess what is easier? How much easier would it have been to give in to the wolf, the dark wolf, and to, just, you know what, screw it, man. YOLO, baby, you only live life once. And just go get some weed, go smoke some weed, go order a pizza, go drink some beers, watch some Netflix. Yeah, that would be easier. But guess which one is going to feel more depressed morning after morning? I don't need to tell you, you know. Think about it. Is it harder getting out of bed in the morning when you're pursuing your dreams, when you're giving life everything you've got, when you're, following your disciplines, your rituals? Is it harder to get out of bed then? Or is it harder to get out of bed when you're not living up to your potential? You know you're slacking off. You know you're not giving it all. That's when it's hardest to get out of bed. I mean, I know when I look back throughout my life, I've always been an avid journaler, and the times in my life when I'm the most excited, when I'm the most pumped up, when life is just the most amazing, is when I'm pushing myself the hardest. When I'm pushing myself, going through an extreme challenge, an extreme 30-day challenge, training for something really hard. And although it's hard and it's challenging, that's when I'm really living. And that's when it's so much easier to get out of bed. And the times that it's the hardest to get out of bed and the hardest to look at my own face in the mirror is when I'm just, going through life like a freaking slug, just, sleeping in and, just wasting away eating junk food and slacking off, watching too much TV, not really pushing myself into anything. That's when it's hardest to get out of bed in the morning. And so that is why I say through pain and suffering is how you really find yourself. That's how you find the real you. See, discipline equals freedom. Discipline equals freedom. And freedom equals happiness. Really, if you think about what's the whole purpose of life, the purpose of life you know, in my humble opinion, correct me if I'm wrong, is to be happy, is to find happiness in whatever form works for you. And so, but you got to have freedom. If you're going through life like a slave to society, a slave to the system, a slave to marijuana, a slave to drug, alcohol, junk food, a slave to the many various different addictions throughout life that are feeding the bad wolf, then you're not going to be free, and you're not going to ultimately be your happiness that you really could become. But it all starts with discipline. Discipline is the first step. Doing what is hard instead of just doing what is easy. So, hope this makes sense, guys. I hope you guys take some time, you know, especially if you're quitting, you're getting some withdrawal. Get out in nature. Look at this. You know, go, if you want to listen to my YouTube videos, go get outside, go for a walk. Put on your headset while you're listening to me. Get out in nature. This is going to make you feel way better than just sitting in your smuggy old apartment or house or whatever. Get outside, connect with nature. You know, let the sun give you some vitamin D. Get that vitamin G, vitamin ground baby, vitamin D from the sun, vitamin N, nature. Get all the good, you know, the elements, and allow it to breathe into you so that you can get that energy and excitement back for life that you so deserve. So, hope you all are having a great weekend. Until next time, let's make it a great life. Until next time, let's make it a great day, a great week, a great month, a great year. Let's make it a great life, baby. See ya.